What's good, y'all? I'm back. I want to speak about these conspiracies. I've spoken a little bit about them last week, but I want to speak about it again because I don't know. These people are just. Some people just hate being wrong. Some people hate admitting when they are wrong. And a lot of these Errol Spence fans, a lot of them do not want to admit that they were wrong. You know what I think it is? I think a lot of these Errolsexuals, these Errol Spence fans, they lost a lot of money. Or, I should say this, a lot of them, they don't want to pay their bets. They have some debts to pay. A lot of them are probably still refusing to pay what they owe. They thought that Errol Spence was going to win against Bud Crawford, and they realized that they were completely wrong. But this is their go-to. Conspiracy theories. I bet you they're probably trying to avoid paying their bets by going along with these conspiracy theories about Bud Crawford. They have a glove gate conspiracy theory going on. They got a steroid PED conspiracy theory going on around Bud Crawford, when really it should probably be around Errol Spence. Errol Spence is the only man who has miraculously been walking around at about 180, 190 pounds before each fight, and he's able to get all that weight down and make weight for 147. That sounds like some kind of PEDs to me. You know, they have performance enhancing drugs that can knock all that weight off you and have you still strong and chiseled. Nobody's questioning about Errol Spence, because regardless of if he was juicing or not, he got his ass whooped, so it sure didn't help him. But for them to try to make up all these conspiracy theories on little old Bud Crawford just goes to show what type of generation of men we're surrounded by these days. Also, the excuses are still piling up. It's amazing to me how when Errol Spence fought Danny Garcia, his first fight after the car accident, and he dominated against Danny Garcia, nobody said nothing. Nobody didn't say he was weight drained. Nobody said the accident affected him. When he fought Sean Porter, nobody wasn't saying he was weight drained. They didn't say, the accident affected the way he fought. Even though I thought Sean Porter actually should have won that fight. But that knockdown in the 11th round helped his chances with the judges, which it should have been a draw, in my opinion. When he fought Ugas, that was one of his most dominant performances. He beat Ugas to a bloody pulp, pretty much. The same way Bud beat Errol, Errol beat Ugas that same way. Just dogged him. Nobody said he was weight drained. Nobody said the accident was affecting him. But the very moment Bud Crawford destroys Errol Spence, everybody's saying, "Oh man, he looked weight drained, man. He looked drugged. His wife spiked his drink, his water before he hit the ring. I think he was high, man. He smoked on that Bud pack before he hit the ring, dog. Something wasn't right." It's getting so bad that now these other so-called boxing experts / former professional boxers are going along with the get along now. They're joining the go along, get along gang. And that gang is deflect. Let's make up a conspiracy. Let's make excuses for why Errol Spence lost to Bud. Even though when Errol beat all the other opponents prior to Bud, in the aftermath of his accident, there was no mention of him declining. There was no mention of him not being the same. But when it comes to Bud Crawford beating his ass, you got every excuse in the book. But see, a lot of these dudes, especially that was in my comments and were trolling my videos from the past, especially last year. I mean, probably from 2019 on up, but 2020 on up, ever since the pandemic, and 2021, 2022, and up until this year, until the fight happened. There was a lot of dudes, a lot of guys trying to bet me. You know what I told them? I said, man, I ain't trying to take your money. And then on top of that, I didn't even want to risk trying to take somebody else's money because I knew more than half of them wasn't going to pay up. And last thing I wanted to be worried about is someone paying me money that they owe me. And this is what I believe is happening. You Errolsexuals out there are refusing to pay y'all's debt for the bet that y'all made with someone else that Errol Spence was going to beat Bud Crawford. I mean, let's be real here. Even though some real boxing heads and even Vegas had Bud edging out Errol Spence, but at least about 85% of the boxing community, which we know now are mostly casuals, were all predicting and betting on Errol Spence. I mean, even the whole Dallas Cowboys team was betting on Errol Spence, banking on Errol Spence. So many people were just supremely confident that Errol was just too big, too strong for Bud. But right after Bud destroys this man and makes everybody eat their words, they got all these conspiracy theories. They got all these excuses and said, oh, he was not the same. Oh, this fight, the accident showed. Even Roy Jones, like, I'm so disappointed in him. Roy Jones predicted that Bud would win the fight. And when he predicted that Bud would win the fight, prior to the fight, he didn't mention nothing about the accidents or the accident of Errol. He didn't mention nothing like that. You know what he mentioned? He mentioned the fact that Bud has a lot more tools. And just like many other experts were saying, Errol does a lot of the same thing. And Bud, to beat Bud, you gotta level up. You gotta have more in your toolbox to beat him. But as soon as Bud beats Errol, and of course Roy Jones knew that Errol wasn't messing with him because he didn't like the fact that he predicted Bud to beat him. He feels bad. Now he's trying to get in back good with Errol, and now he's trying to use the car accident as an excuse for why he didn't perform up to his highest level. You know, Roy Jones, shame on you, man. You a clown for that. Man, fuck. Damn what all these people is thinking and saying. You can't expect everybody to agree with you. Stop always trying to be accepted. This is the problem with people. We live in a time where people always want to be accepted now. Everybody's trying to be accepted. They're scared to be wrong. They are scared to not get the full support from certain people. You know, it's disgraceful how these guys are going about things now these days. But Roy Jones, you know, he's trying to now change it up and make it seem like Errol only lost because of that accident. When he know damn well he predicted that Errol would lose to Bud Crawford because of what Bud Crawford can do and what Crawford's skill set is. But back to you Errolsexuals. You know, y'all not men. Y'all are cowards. Little boys. Me, someone who predicted Bud Crawford to win, if he would have lost, I would have took it on the chin and be like, hey, man, I was wrong. Congratulations to Errol Spence. He was the better man. He did show that he is the big fish. Bud is still my boy, but I got to give Errol Spence his flowers, man. He's the number one pound for pound right now. But that's not the case. Bud Crawford has always been pound for pound for years, and he proved why he was number one pound for pound when he fought Errol Spence. Why y'all can't just give him his flowers? Why y'all can't give him his props? Why? Because y'all some sore losers. This is the Bud Crawford era, but one thing I'm going to say, and a lot of y'all don't like this crap, this is the LeBron James era, though. All you Errol Spence fans are also LeBron James fans. I bet that. I bet. Y'all are just like how LeBron James is. Y'all have a tainted legacy. Y'all try to get the easy route. Just like Errol Spence he took the easy route to get his success. LeBron James took the easy route to get his success. So that's why he would never be an all-time great to me. He would never be a GOAT to me. LeBron James? Come on, bruh. LeBron James is the prodigal son of the NBA. Errol Spence, was the prodigal son of boxing. He probably still is, because all the protection. He's still getting all this protection from the machine, the media, all of this stuff to just back up Errol. But if Bud would have lost, it would have been no excuses for Bud. They would have just said, nah, man, you lost. You were the weak link. So y'all pathetic, man. Be a man and admit that you were wrong. If you lost a bet, pay your debt. Because it might mean your life might be on the line. Niggas out here playing around, man. Stop playing with people's money. Pay up what you owe.